For nearly 100 years, the Ever Forward Awards have celebrated men and women like you who have exemplified the mission of the Good Samaritan Society to share God's love through the work of health, healing, and comfort. Tonight, we recognize those who have gone above and beyond their duties to serve not only for recognition or glory, but because of the quality of the stuff of which you are made. Ladies and gentlemen, Good Samaritan Society presents the Ever Forward Awards 2021.
Well, now that we've got your attention, I would like to once again welcome all of you to our Ever Forward Awards ceremony. This is going to be fun to celebrate our nominees and announce our champions. To kick off the awards, I would like to introduce Lisa Melby, our Executive Director. Lisa, will you come to the stage and tell us what it means to be an Ever Forward nominee and champion? Thank you, Lisa.
Well, first, wasn't that just a great meal? Thank you to Mark and Katie and Chef Joe. That was a home run for sure, I think. Well, a little bit about Ever Forward Awards. What does that mean? Going back in the history of Good Samaritan, we were founded in 1922 by Reverend August Hager, who was a Lutheran pastor in North Dakota. And Reverend Hager helped to found a home for crippled children, which later came to serve older people and other people in need, and thus the Good Samaritan Society was founded. Those early years were rough. They were tough years. There were staff shortages, there were food shortages, all kinds of financial struggles. That was before the days when there was any kind of government funding for those kinds of services. But Dad Hager knew, and he was affectionately known as Dad Hager, he knew that it was those dedicated staff members that he had working alongside of him that really are what made that mission live out and become what it is today. And one of the phrases that Dad Hager always used when he was communicating with his staff and providing encouragement to them, at the end of his communications, he would always say, "Ever forward." So in other words, keep moving forward, persevere, never give up. God is with you, and he will help you to succeed. And that's really what our Ever Forward Awards are about, honoring those staff members who have that spirit of courage and perseverance, just like the founders of the Good Samaritan Society. And so that makes me really excited about tonight, because each one of our honorees tonight display that in their work. We can see the heart and the true mission that each one of our honorees play out every single day. Our mission to share God's love through the work of health, healing, and comfort. And it encourages me to have such incredible coworkers that I get to work with each and every day. So tonight, just our time to say thank you and to honor those that are that really lift up for us what our mission is all about. So we're here to celebrate you.
Thank you, Lisa, for a very helpful introduction to our festivities. I think some of us who even have known the story are good to be reminded of that story of Dad Hager. In the category tonight of the Caregiver Champion, So there were 3 different categories we'll be honoring tonight, and there's some nominations in each of those categories. The category of Caregiver Champion, the nominees are Good Samaritan Society employees who provide care in an incredible way through calling, courage, and family and service. This is a person who shows excellence in caregiving duties, someone who has an awe-inspiring way of connecting with those for whom they care. A caregiver champion goes above and beyond. The compassion with which this person shares helps make God love real in the lives of all people who receive this person's care.
Brittany was a very, very part-time nurse for us, and full-time she was a CNA instructor for community college. Well, we convinced her to take a leap of faith and join us as a full-time infection preventionist for us. And it was going to be low stress and do some tracking and do a lot of teaching. And she accepted. And then we had a year none of us had ever imagined. And it was hard. Brittany would say this success this last year was a team effort. And it was. But we're here to recognize Brittany. She was our core guide. She was our contact with the state, with the county, with families and residents and senior living and assisted living. She was that calm, steady, informed, compassionate person that kept us going, kept us steady, kept us safe. We consider last year a great success. We significantly kept our residents and staff safe. We're not done yet, but we have a wonderful plan and we're very steady. I believe Brittany being offered and accepting the position for our infection preventionist at the time she did wasn't a coincidence. She came to us for a reason. She carried out the purpose with grace and composure, and we all leaned on her very much. I just talked to our director of nursing who said there's no way we could have gotten through this past year without Brittany at the core, leading us through the COVID storm. Brittany would say it was a teamwork, but Brittany was a star among stars. We had many exemplary staff members this past year, and Brittany rises above very exemplary people. And so congratulations, Brittany. We are so proud to work with you. Thank you for this past year.
Here is a little bit about our winner as written in the nomination form. When one answers the calling to become a nurse, they may know a little about Florence Nightingale's many accomplishments. However, I'm assuming that this nurse had no idea the full extent of Florence's influence on medicine and the field of nursing. They probably had no idea that they would all be faced with a worldwide pandemic that would suddenly change the course of our lifestyles as we know it. Not only personal lives, but the lives of those we serve. Florence made it her mission to improve hygiene practices and eliminate the spread of disease wherever she worked, while changing care practices and ensuring that patients were treated as real human beings with dignity. This nominee has done the same. This person's leadership in their role has been outstanding, remaining calm, focused, and diligent in protecting lives throughout our village. They have provided constant communication and persistence in getting the best information on best practices from both the county and the state health departments, which have made a difference in preventing the devastating effects of COVID-19 to run rampant. Persistent dedication in infection prevention is a top priority as seen throughout the past year, and a focus on our residents and how to prevent infection while maintaining an environment where our residents feel loved, valued, and at peace. This staff member has gone above and beyond the day-to-day role as a nurse during such incredible times, exemplifying courage to make a stand while sometimes feeling like a lone ranger. Fighting an uphill battle at times is remarkable. This nominee hasn't been afraid to ask questions and seek the best possible outcomes by asking questions of state and county health department individuals, and then on conference calls, and won't stop until they get the answer needed, whether it's on the call or later with an epidemiologist. This kind of dedication to those whose lives are entrusted to them is second to none. Using resolve in aligning systems and protocols that will promote excellence and efficiency, while most of all, protecting lives with the courage of a lioness protecting her young. And the winner is Brittany Van Binscoten.
High hats and colored collars, white spats and $15, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where Harlem's lit? Putting on the Ritz, spangled gowns upon the bevy of high rounds from down the levee, all misfits. Putting on the Ritz, that's where we send every little bell go. Every Thursday evening with her swell bows, rubbing elbows, come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits putting on the Ritz.
In the category of Leadership Champion, the nominees show extraordinary servant leadership among peers. A leadership champion demonstrates all 7 values: calling, courage, family, community, service, resolve, and advancement. They live out our mission and our values consistently by being dedicated to sharing God's love through the work of health, healing, and comfort, and improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enrichment, innovation, and discovery. The signature characteristic of a leadership champion is the ability to make decisions based on the best interests of the community. The leader lives out a life of faith in a consistently positive and encouraging way while respecting the diverse ethnic, cultural, and religious beliefs of everyone in the community.
When I think of Caitlin, I think of team player and servant leader. Not only does she jump in to help anyone within her department, but she jumps in to help every department. And I just appreciate and admire that about her, and the way she leads by example, and the way that she really intentionally tries to build up and encourage others and show appreciation. Again, not within just our department, but throughout our whole healthcare and our whole campus. So Caitlin, we appreciate you in the ways that you pour yourself out to build other people up.
Hello, and congratulations to all of the nominees for tonight. You all are above and beyond deserving. But I was asked to say about the character of Christine. She truly has the qualities of the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and, I never can remember the last one, self-control. Self-control. A lot of people in the facility respect Christine. Over on the radio, when they find out, oh, Christine's not here today, the radio is just dead silence, because they know Christine will do whatever the task is that they are asking of her. She has never complained. We have laughed, we have cried, we have had so much fun that it's amazing that you don't think of it as a job when you're working with her. You just think of, okay, this is what we have to do today, let's just do it and get it done. So I think the world of you. I love you, and the best for you, and congratulations again for being nominated.
Well, what I really appreciate about Evan is her leadership and her creativity. And I think that's very evident with her staff. Evan has really gone the extra measure to ensure that her staff are very well trained. She's helped them through different educational programming and things to make sure that there just really is a spirit of excellence in all that they do. And Evan is very careful to monitor what's happening in her programs, and she connects so well with the residents, which I really appreciate. She cares not only about their physical well-being, but she goes the extra step to make sure that their mental and social well-being is also being addressed. And she really connects one-on-one with so many of her residents, and they look to her for that leadership. And I think that's what really makes her program so fabulous and something that so many of our residents and staff want to be a part of. The other thing that I really appreciate about Evan is her creativity. And she's always the one that's kind of one step ahead of all the rest of us in her thinking. She's always thinking about what's the next thing going to be that's going to come up and interest people. She's very well into research and education herself, and just preparing for what is new on the horizon. And that's, I think, why some of her programming, like the Healthy Living Week, is so successful, because Evan just takes such ownership in all that she does. And I very much just appreciate that about her and her leadership.
Holly, I am so thankful for you. I appreciate you in so many ways. I have seen you lead our residents and our staff. I have seen you with your creativity and wanting our residents to thrive and wanting staff to thrive. You're fun, you're energetic, and I love the laughter that we share. Our team meetings every week are wonderful with your wisdom. You have carried us through with other leaders during this time of COVID and kept everybody safe, and that is golden. And thank you for your wisdom for me and my growth. I appreciate you. Thank you for your working with residents and families and navigating them through next steps of life. I love your mentorship for me, and I appreciate you so much. And we love you lots.
Well, here's a little bit more about the champion tonight, as written on the nomination form. This leader has demonstrated courage, community, compassion, and hope through this tough year. It has not been an easy year, especially for all of our leaders throughout our community. They have all had to rise to the occasion of uncertain and ever-changing times. This leader wrote at least one weekly correspondence to the residents and staff, and sometimes 2 or 3 times, depending on changes. I can only imagine that this was not an easy task at times. The leadership champion I chose started a way of communicating with residents, family, and staff that stayed consistent, truthful, knowledgeable, and compassionate. I can only imagine how carefully you have to represent our community, company, and well-being of our residents. Every week, the letter helped us to understand where we stood with the virus and what we could do to continue to protect ourselves. I remember seeing the courage it took on how to properly inform our residents for the first cases after so long without any. I say courage because we want to be truthful, but we don't want to spread fear. I think this leader rose to the occasion during the pandemic with grace, courage, compassion, truth, and love for all. This leader also clearly modeled our values in actions and decision-making while completing duties, and actively sought new challenges and opportunities which positively influenced the residents with a permanent and/or repeatable impact. This nominee's actions consistently demonstrated a deep understanding of the values and a desire to model them. And the winner is Holly Turner.
That's where each and every Lulu Bell goes. Every Thursday evening with her swell bows, rubbing elbows, come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 minutes putting on the
In the category of Employee Champion, the nominees are employees who go above and beyond and are dedicated to sharing God's love through the work of health, healing, and comfort. Nominees embody the value of calling, community, courage, and service. This person excels at all duties by applying and modeling the mission in every action. The Employee Champion nominees have a dedication to sharing God's love daily through daily work, enriching everyone with whom they work.
Congratulations, Clayton, on your nomination for Employee of the Year. You are such an amazing hard worker, and you're dedicated to the Good Samaritan Society, Loveland Village. You are a team player. You build relationships with residents, and I can't think of a person who is more deserving of this nomination. Good luck, and congratulations to all those of you who have been nominated.
What makes Deb the most awesome person at Good Samaritan is she's a well-liked person. She zooms around, does her job, and she goes above and beyond for all the residents. For instance, if a resident doesn't like a certain meal we're having, she'll ask the resident if you would like something else, just to make sure this resident gets fed and has its nourishment and stuff. But Deb, she's goes so well above beyond. Like on holiday, she's always thinking about the residents. She'll go out of her way and out of her own pocket. She will decorate for all the residents, bring them little gifts or cards or candy. She won't go around and say, well, this is not my job or not. She'll reach out and help whoever is behind and stuff. And she's just a very awesome, loving person. And her and I have been through so much in the last 13 years that we've worked here together. We've had our ups and downs. Her and I consider her my little partner in crime. I mean, when we work together, things get done so smooth. I mean, she's just like the Energizer Bunny. I mean, she'll sit there and tell you something. You're like, what did you say? Because she'll just take off, and you're like, I don't understand, Deb. What did you say? She's just so fast. I mean, she makes you tired just watching her work. But like I said, she deserves this. Deb, I love you, and have a great day. Bye.
What I love about Kristen is she was one of the main people I would go to when I first got hired here for questions. Overnight staff don't have all of the resources that day shifts do, so having her here to answer questions that I had really helped out. Along with that, she is always really energized, and the residents are always very excited to see her. Her working weekend shifts has been hard because we've built a very good connection, and I wish I was able to work with her more. I believe that she really stands up for the residents and that she is there to support them whenever they need it, along with her fellow coworkers.
Tom is honestly probably one of the most genuine people that I've met, and one of the kinder people too. He always has something positive to say, and he's always so encouraging too. But it's great to have him to be part of the team. It's also great to have another man in the office downstairs too. But Tom, it's just a joy to be around you each and every day, and you definitely deserve this award.
Hey Avery, congratulations. I just want to say you are so awesome. Your residents love you to death. Your coworkers love to work with you. You're so bubbly and energetic. You so deserve to win this, and I wish you all the best in the world for that. I just want to point out, too, that with your excitement and your bubbliness, that you bring in, the energy that you bring into work, I just love it, and I hope to some of that just rubs off on me as well as some of your other coworkers, because we just love you to death. Congratulations.
Here is a little bit about our winner as written in the nomination form. The value that this person demonstrates the most is resolve. This person is always willing to go that extra mile to make sure that everything gets done to a great standard. They are always willing to help cover shifts, even coming in on their day off to cover for a coworker. This nominee should be recognized as an employee champion because of always being willing to help either fill in for the kitchen or help the senior living team deliver mail to residents. This person wasn't even asked to help, but they would do it on their own accord. This nominee also fulfilled essential responsibilities and is willing to take on additional challenges when asked. This person influenced other coworkers positively over the course of a year, and their impact has been permanent and/or repeatable, and the nominee's actions consistently demonstrate a deep understanding of the values and a desire to model them. And the winner is Clayton Barnhart.
That's where each and every Lulu Bell goes. Every Thursday evening with her swell bows, rubbing elbows, come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last bit. Putting on the
Oh, what's this? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Phil.
I mean, the night's not over yet?
No, the evening's not over with. I was just given a letter and it says Julie Marco. Julie Marco, would you come to the stage? Not sure what it is.
This is mine over here.
Okay.
Well. Congratulations to all the 2021 Regional Ever Forward champions in Region 10. It was just brought to my attention that we have a regional winner. All the awards tonight were for Good Samaritan Loveland, but we belong to a larger region, Good Samaritans in many states. And the regional winners are inspirational in their service to others and stand out among their peers across multiple locations. It's my pleasure to announce Brittany Van Binscoten as Region 1 Caregiver Champion. Congratulations, Brittany. You have to come up again.
Yes.
It's been a great evening. Congratulations. It's been a great evening. Congratulations to everybody. Mark Samuelson, who is our colleague on the committee, but also our Director of Dining Services, is going to help wrap things up tonight.
Oh, thank you. What a great evening. This is definitely my most favorite event of the whole year. It's a time that we get to honor all of you. So thank you for coming out and celebrating each other and everything that you guys do. I'd also like to thank everybody that made this night possible. We have a lot of people that did this. Of course, our own executive chef, Joe Babiars, is in the kitchen still working. So when you see him, make sure to thank him for this amazing meal that we had tonight. Katie, our registered dietitian, helped out with serving and everything tonight, so thank you. Jared putting together this fantastic presentation tonight. The videos, going out and creating the videos for the nominees and the champions. Great job. Yeah. Holly, our nominee and champion leadership, she put this beautiful tables together, made sure that all these the centerpieces look great, that we got all this stuff. I've worked with Holly for many, many years, so thank you for putting this together. Our leaders, Lisa and Julie, thank you for coming out tonight, speaking to the group, and just supporting us through this whole thing, letting us put this great event together. Thank you both. And then how about these two MCs that got roped into this? Yeah. Melissa and Phil, thank you for all the times that we've met, got together, and put this together. So you all are just such a blessing to all of us, to our residents, to the coworkers, everybody. Fantastic. Just a few words that I have. Just continue to go out from here and continue to touch the lives of those that we serve. And just remember, whatever comes our way, I think we just went through the hardest year where you keep hearing that everywhere we go. But no matter what comes our way, never forget the words of our Good Samaritan founder, Dad Hager. I know Lisa talked a little bit about it. It's ever forward. That's what makes everything great. So thank you again, nominees, champions, managers. If you all would come up after I'm done here for a minute, we'll take some pictures. We have certificates, gift bags for all of you for coming out. And just continue to bless people. It's an honor to work with all of you. Thank you very much and have a great evening.